Hey, it's Cody here, sans mustache because it wouldn't keep out of my mouth. And I tried to shape it, and it looked kind of weird after I shaped it, so goodbye, Mr. Mustache. Right now Mountain Dew is doing their Dewmocracy thing, and I thought I'd chime in with my thoughts on each new flavor that's trying to get a permanent cast on the crazy soft drink junket out there. So, they got 3 ones up for vote. They say they'll add one permanently. I'm not sure if they'll go through with it. First, Distortion, which is Lime Blasted Dew. That feels like as sugary as like a regular Mountain Dew. You know, it kind of reminds me of a Sonic Slimeade. It's kind of overdone. I don't really like it. I'm not a big lime fan though, so moving on.
What?
Typhoon. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the video people then. Typhoon, which has the most fruity colors, is a punch of tropical dew. Zesty. It's zesty. You know, when I think fruit punch, I think the main different, flavors you're going to get is cherry, orange, and pineapple. But this is a little oversaturated. Damn dog.
You've upset the ambulance.
With pineapple, so it's a little over pineapple-y. Still okay. And last but not least, Whiteout. I really love this cover design. These are all done by fans, by the way. And, I might as well mention this guy's name if I can find it. Done by Andre Zadolo. So, that's pretty slick, Zadolo. Maybe you can design my background. This is a lot more subtle than the other two. It almost tastes a lot like Sprite, but it also has this kind of more lemony taste, a more smooth, sneaky lemony taste. It reminds me of, they have these lemon pops, they're kind of based off of real natural lemons, and they don't look really yellow. They're just kind of like, how this looks, kind of this creamy white, and they taste really good. It tastes like one of those melted down with carbonation. And I have to say this is my favorite too, and I hope it wins. But I mean, overall, they're all kind of disappointing. I don't like them better than the Code Blue or Code Red. I like them better than the original though. I never liked Mountain Dew straight up.
But you gotta do the do, baby.
Yeah. Let me come back there and punch you. And yeah, that's my thoughts. Hopefully Whiteout wins, but no big loss if it doesn't. Let's hit the intro.
Yo. This goes out to my boy Noyjeetut. Check him out since they're sitting on your butt. You might be able to hear those barking dogs. He thanks you for watching all his vlogs. If you're still not familiar with Noyjeetut, pay attention and shut the fuck up.
I was reading about this DC law this week about how you can keep a loaded gun in your house unless you have children. And I thought about this. I don't like the law, but I understand why it has a place, because children today are much stupider, it seems, than they are when I was younger. I've grown up with guns all around my life, and I remember when I was little, my father took me aside, and he didn't make a big secret about the guns in the house. He showed them to me. He told me of their importance and what role they play in our life, and he told me not to mess around with them. And I took his word, and I didn't try to abuse it, and friends didn't come over, and I didn't say, well, that's a good idea to get the guns out. No. I think when you take the secret out of something, it takes away that curiosity you have as a kid to try to touch it and play with it and, I don't know, kill your friends with it, as a lot of kids have done in the past. And I really think that approach should be, taught, is to show kids that, kids you're going to leave alone in the house, unsupervised, they need to be able to know what's going on, what secrets the house holds, and why it's there. And then you can move on from there, and you can actually keep loaded guns in the house. I never had a problem with that. But again, kids are stupid. I say that, and I'm not trying to be mean. Kids are smart today. I had this conversation with a coworker, in different ways than they were back then, but they were also a lot more naive and stupider, I believe. I know a good example is like, I remember I read something about Noah Cyrus a while back coming out with making a big business push, and I thought, wow, this is amazing, a 9-year-old's doing this great business and building up a great portfolio before she's even in her teenage years. And you find out the business is lingerie aimed at 9-year-olds, and it's just stupid. But it's also, you also applaud her for coming up with an idea or something, but it's gonna make money still. But it's so stupid and wrong, and it's like, that's how kids are. They're twofold. They're smart in one way, but they're stupid in another. And I really wish parents would take the time to explain to kids why they have guns, why they're there, and not make them a big secret. And it becomes a big, voyage to understand what everything in your house, where it is, and to touch it multiple times. And it's fun. It's a scavenger hunt. So you take that excitement out of there and get real with your children. And you don't get as many shootings, and you don't need these stupid laws to police people for being stupid. I saw one of my beard-mocking coworkers at work the other day, and a funny tidbit about him is he's blind in one of his eyes, and that's why I kind of suggested he can combine with that one other guy, and they can 3 eyes. Well, that's pretty good. But I don't like the way he this is I've spoken about him before. He's a male secretary, and I've seen how he acts around women. He takes a more feminine role where he won't help out with heavy lifting or something. And I called him to his face. I gave him a new pet name. I call him the one-eyed snake. And I think it took him a second to get it, but when he did, he kind of laughed nervously. But that's what I'm going to call him from now on. He's the one-eyed snake, and whatever reaction that gets, it gets. And I'll just play stupid to it, but I think we all know what that means. I think we've all seen Runaway Bride. Yeah, haven't we? I wish I had my $8 back for that one. Alright, I'm getting really hot here, so I want to move this along. Got my 250 Great Dates While You Wait book. Got an entry here on airports. Let's read it. Most towns and cities have at least one major airport within driving distance. Okay. After you saved up to pay for parking and a soda, this book loves soda. I don't know if they're bought off or what. The only two essentials that that will cost you: go to the various parts of the terminal, sit and observe. The best game to play is guess, in quotation marks. Then they go to bullet points. Guess who the people standing by the gate are waiting for to get off the plane. For example, older moms or dads, children, husbands, wives, relatives they rather not see. Business associates, girlfriends, boyfriends, check the ring fingers. That's okay. Go to the baggage claim area and guess how much luggage they have to take home with them. I guess you'd have to be a pretty bored to do this one, but hey, you try writing a book with 1,000,000 ideas in it. I bet I could write something better than this. And then their bullet point: see how many men go into the restroom as soon as they deplane. I say take it a step further, Go into the stall next to them, stick your foot under, and, see how far it goes if you rub against their foot. See what that leads to. If they come on over and say, hey, this is the idea I got while waiting, Mr. Grabby Pants. And I got a girlfriend, on the bench in there that I took to the airport for a date. So, no thank you. I don't want what you're serving, but thanks for the flatter. Yeah, thank you very much. I feel sexy now. Wow, this book is bad. Could you imagine anyone, being this suspicious in an airport and getting away with it in this day and age? Gosh. You'd be contained and have someone wrist deep into you in no time. And I don't think that's the message you want to do while you wait. But,
You passed your older brother in sobs.
I'll probably post my gang-banging video tomorrow. Probably do predictions for the newest day of UFC. I forget the number, I'm sorry. But I know it's Noyjeetut versus Shogun, so there you go. I knew something. Got a lot of stuff I need to get working on and editing, but a lot of stuff to stay tuned. Goodbye, my silver snakes. Goodbye. God will. Yes.